Hello everyone. I'm here to give you the introduction about the journal proper, the next chapter after subsidiary books, which you all going to learn soon. So, journal proper, dear students, it's also called as residual journal or general journal. So, what exactly we do here is, as in the previous chapter, you have learned about various kinds of subsidiary books. So, whatever entries, and this is journal proper, is the eighth subsidiary book. Whatever we are not able to record in rest, seven subsidiary books are going to be recorded in the journal proper. So what exactly we do here is we make the opening entries. Then we also write all the purchases of assets which are done on credit, which we generally don't write it in the purchase book, and also the sale of asset which we have done on the credit basis. We write it here in our journal proper. Hope you all remember. Though we prepare the sales book and purchase book, we write the credit transaction, but the transactions which are pertaining to the purchase and sale of fixed asset, we do not record it over there. So where they are recorded is journal proper. So this is what you will be learning in this chapter. Also, you will learn how to pass the rectification entries. As the word rectification itself says, that correction of error. So when we come to know that there is an error which has happened in writing the journal, we rectify that by passing the rectification entry. That again I'll explain you how we do that. Then you'll also learn about adjustment entries. If there are any adjustments to be made in accounts, in our books of accounts, how we'll pass on those adjustment entries will be learnt by you. And also the closing entries you will learn how to write. Like all the balances of the nominal account, they'll be transferred to the trading and profit and loss account. So how to do that you'll be learning. And other than closing entries, you will also learn about transfer entries and also some other entries where we deal with bills of exchange and also the goods which are sent on consignment. So basically this is what is the gist of this chapter, what you'll be saying. We will again see all the topics which I have told you just now, and then again those will be just the beginning of those topics, and we won't be going into depth of them. So out of these seven topics, I'm going to pick up the first one, that is going to be the opening entries. Now what is opening entries is, opening entries means every book of accounts we prepare it for the accounting year. So when we are preparing the accounts, when we are starting to begin our new accounting year, what we generally do is we take the balance forward, like you write balance carried down, balance brought down. So when we bring down this balance, how do we write the opening entries is here. Opening entry is nothing but the net business value, which we are going to bring it from our previous year. So generally what happens in opening entries, we deal with the assets of the organization, the properties of the organization, and the liabilities of the organization, the obligations of the organization. So with that we come to know what is actually the real value with us, with which we are going to function this present accounting year. So this net business value, we transfer it to our capital account. So here what the first class, if you remember, capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. So that is what we are going to do. We will debit the asset and we'll credit the liabilities. And the difference between these assets and liabilities is going to be our capital, and that is what will be the opening entry, being the balance of assets and liabilities carried down from the previous year. And so that is about opening entries, dear students. Soon after this video there'll be a following video explaining the illustration, which will make it even more clear how to write an opening entry. Beautiful chapter, just pay attention. Thank you all.